Hello dear students, last class we have discussed up to example number 12 Karnataka CET mathematics questions. So today let us begin with example number 13. So the example number 13 is if n of a number of elements in a set A is 2. So n of a is given, number of elements in a set A equal to 2. Total number of a possible relation from A to B is 1024. So total number of a relation between A to B is given by the formula 2 raised to mn equal to 1024 here. Now we have to find the number of elements in a set B. So here it is a 2. Number of elements in a we take it as a 2, that is m as a 2. So n we don't know, as it is I write it. So 1024 can be written as it is a 2 raised to 10 it is. Then we will simplify the powers. So it is a 2 raised to 2n equal to 2 raised to 10. So bases are same, powers we have to equate. So 2n we are going to get it as a 10. So n, so number of elements in a B is 10 divided by 2, or else we get it as a 5. Therefore clearly we will observe that option C is a right answer here. So very simple. So now we'll do example number 14. The question is the value of 16C9 plus 16C10. So the given expression I rewrite this as 16C9 plus 16C10. So minus we will take a common, then we left with a 16C6 plus a 16C7 it is. So further we use a formula, it is NCR plus NC R minus 1 equal to N plus 1 CR. Here it is a N is a 16. So it will become 17C. R is a greater number, so we are going to get it as a 10 here. So minus as it is. So next n plus 1, 16 plus 1, 17. CR, R is a 7 here. We have used this property. Then further, so first term there is no change, as it is I write it. Second term I use a formula. So NCR is equal to NC n minus R here. So here it is a NCR 17C n minus R, 17 minus 7, 10 we get it. So we will observe that both are same with a plus and minus sign, they both get cancels, so we get it as a 0. Therefore clearly option D is a right answer. So using such a shortcut trick you have to solve it here. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. The question is the number of terms in the expansion of x plus y plus z raised to 10 we have to calculate. So number of terms. So in a x plus y plus z raised to 10 we have to calculate. So this can be written as a combination relation. So C 10 it will be, and so here 10, the power is 10. Further see, it is a trinomial, 3 terms are there, plus 3, then we have to subtract minus 1. So you can use this formula for any type of a expression here, shortcut trick it is. So then simplifying this we get a 12C10. So use a combination formula, we get this as 12 factorial divided by 12 minus 10, 2 factorial into 10 factorial. So 12 factorial can be written as 12 into 11 into 10 factorial divided by 2 into 1 into 10 factorial. So from a numerator and denominator 10 factorial get cancels. 12 divided by 2, 6, 6 into 11, 66 we are going to get it. So therefore option D is a right answer here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The question is P of n is such that, it is a given that P of n is such that 2 raised to n is less than n factorial. then the smallest integer for which p of n is true. Therefore, so we will observe that this relation should holds good. Okay, so clearly n equal to 4. So I will show you the solution also. P of 4, it will become, so it is a 2 raised to 4, n is 4, then less than symbol, so n is 4 factorial. So 2 raised to 4, it is a 16, 4 factorial is a 24, so it holds this relation. 16 is less than 24. This is, that is, n is equal to 4 is the smallest positive integer which holds the relation, that is 2 raised to n is less than n factorial. So clearly option B, n equal to 4, is a right answer. Okay, so we'll move to our next example. Example number 17. If z equal to x plus iy is a complex number, then the equation, so that is mod of a z plus 1 equal to mod of a z minus 1. So z value we will substitute as x plus iy plus 1 as it is, and here z is x plus iy minus 1 here. So we will do a grouping, real part together, x plus 1 real part, imaginary part is iy, then real part is x minus 1, imaginary part is iy it is. Then so modulus means magnitude we have to calculate. So mod of it is a real part square plus imaginary part square. Similarly, modulus is under the square root of real part square plus imaginary part square. Further, we have to do squaring on both the side. Square root get cancels. Then we have to expand the x plus 1 whole square. So we get a square x square plus 1 plus 2x plus y square. And RHS simplification is, so it is a square plus b square minus 2ab as a 2x plus y square. So y square, x square, so get cancels. We get a 4x equal to 0. 4 transporting to RHS, we get a x equal to 0. So x equal to 0 means it represents y axis. So remember, x equal to 0, it represents a y axis. Therefore option C is the right answer here. Okay, we'll move to a last example, today's last example. So the question is, if the parabola x square equal to 4ay, so equation is x square equal to 4ay passes through a point 2 comma 1 here, then length of a lattice rectangle we have to calculate. So x we have to take it as a 2 and y we have to take it as a 1 here. So 2 square 4 equal to 4a into 1 here. So we get a 4a equal to 4 simplification. So 4 get cancels. A we are going to get it as a 1 here. Then we have to find length of a lattice rectum. So length of a lattice rectum is given by the formula 4a. So 4 is as it is, length of a lattice rectum is 1, 4 into 1 we are going to get it as a 4. Therefore clearly option A is a right answer. So dear students, in this up to 18th examples we have discussed. Remaining examples we'll discuss it in a next session. So thank you for watching this video. Once again, thank you very much.